Oh, he's so cute. Look at that. What up, guys? It is your boy Matt from RamseyVoice.com. I'm super psyched that you're here, because if you're here, that means that you're in the mood for some new dynamite reaction videos with fantastic analysis, where we're going to actually take apart everything that a singer is doing, and you might actually learn a little something out of it, which of course is the whole point here. Today, we're going to be reacting to a beautiful duet, I assume, featuring Morissette, Amon, and Darren Espanto singing A Whole New World, which I can only assume is the theme from Aladdin. I sure hope it is. I know that Morissette's done a couple of like Disney themes, so I'm really interested to see what she's done with this one. Additionally, I noticed that this was, at least it was uploaded, the video itself was uploaded in 2019, which means that Darren in this video is around 18 or even 19 years old, which a lot of people who saw my last Darren Espanto video were talking about how his voice sounds different now that his voice has changed. And I think his last one was when he was like 14 or 15. So it's going to be really interesting to kind of see like how his voice has changed, how their voices work together. I'm just super excited about it. Speaking of my last reaction to Morissette, I want to dive into my favorite segment on the show, which is High Note, Low Note, where we take a look at a really, really nice comment and a really, really dirty, terrible comment by a horrible person. I'm just kidding. They're all good people. So we're going to take a look at a really, really nice one. Today, our high note comes from Lynn Austria, who said, "I love watching your reactions, and it shows how you're a professional vocal coach, teacher you are, and you always give your viewers a lesson and techniques. Good job, and you're so awesome." Lynn, thank you so much. You're awesome. I'm so glad that I could highlight your comment on my channel. I really, really appreciate you guys watching, and you are the whole reason that I do this, so that you guys can learn something, not just watch other people do it, but realize that anyone, no matter what your background, no matter how old you are, 16 to 65, anybody can learn how to sing. Anyone can learn something about singing. Now let's take a look at someone who does not believe in that. And our low note today comes from Jenica Sevilla, who said that my whistle sounds like a dying cat. Girl, sit down. Okay, Jenica, I'll sit down. I'll leave the whistles to Morissette on this one. I've trained my whistle register for a while. I've got a fantastic video on it. However, whistle register isn't something that I train every day. And as I mentioned in the last video, whistle is really something that you can use some special techniques to find. And if you want to find your own whistle register, definitely check out my video. It's helped so many people. I get comments all the time about how I was never able to find whistle register until I found your video. But there are some singers that are just naturally really, really great at singing in whistle register, and I am not one of those people. I've found it and I've trained it a little bit, and to me, it's just much more important that I continue working on, you know, refining and developing my mixed voice and being able to sound as well as I possibly can from the lowest note up to my highest note in my chest voice and my head voice. So whistle is not that important to me, but if it's important to you, check out my video. It's going to show you exactly how to develop it. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the reaction. This is A Whole New World by Morissette and Darren Espanto. Darren. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video, where I go through a 2-minute tutorial using some of the techniques that they're showing you here in this video. I have no idea what it is yet. I hope it's a good one. Whoa, we're on the Wish Bus again. Surprise, surprise. Darren and Morissette Amon.
Wish 107.5.
I can show you the world.
Oh, he's a man now.
Oh,
he's so cute. Look at that.
Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
Decide. That's a low note.
Open your eyes.
It's an 8-3 down there.
Take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under.
Notice how he's keeping his mouth quite wide at every opportunity. Ride. That's going to make his voice sound bright.
Fantastic point of view.
Fantastic.
No one to tell us no.
Tell.
Where to go.
Little aspiration happening on that. He's breathing it. Yeah, Jasmine. Ooh. Never knew.
It's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Yes. Indescribable. Just love those breaks that she does. That's a D5. Oh, yeah. Love that belt on there. Ooh. Love those harmonies. His high note so far is a D4. In that section.
Wishclusive on Wish 1075.
I like that you could like see that they're real people. They do get nervous and they can just be themselves on this Wish bus. I want to just double check something because this song does not have a lot of high notes in it for a male. And I'm kind of curious. I believe his highest notes are going to be around an E when he's doing the da 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 da. Let's find out. Yeah. So that's really, really beautiful. So far he's got that world with you. And that's a really, really nice little section that he's got there. This is definitely the woman's doing the heavy lifting in this song. And this is pretty typical for kind of like these, 90s Disney flicks like this, is like a lot of the male parts were written lower. And this, of course, was in a section of our musical history in the U.S. where it was like the girls were supposed to be these super high sopranos and the guys, in general, it was maybe more typical to be a little bit more of like a baritone or a lower tenor. But if you were a tenor, to not go super, super high. And of course, that all started to change as we've stepped into the more modern era, and there's lots more high male singers. All right, guys, that brings us into our 2-minute tutorial today. Today, I want to talk just a little bit about vocal harmony. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay, 2 minutes and counting.
They're harmonizing so beautifully in this song, and harmonies are something that so many singers want to understand how to do. Here's how I want you to think about harmonies in your own singing and how you're going to start learning about harmonies. I want you to start thinking about harmonies in terms of chords that two people make with their voice. Now, generally speaking, there's two different places to look when you're trying to create a harmony. So let's say that we're just looking at a really, really simple melody like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. How would I harmonize that? There's two places to look. The first place that I would look, imagining that this is the melody, then the first note, I would also recommend looking at the major third, which is 2 steps above that. So that third note there. So those two sound pretty good together. And we can do it with a choir. You can hear how those sound pretty good together. Now, the second place that I would look is, in addition to the third, I would also recommend looking at the fifth. So it's like we've got the first, the third, and the fifth. And you put those 3 together and you get... Those 3 sound pretty good together. But in most cases, male and female singing together in harmony, you're only going to have 2 voices, so you can really only choose 2. Most of the times, 9 times out of 10, I would recommend singing the third. So that means that in the key of C, if you're singing with that first note, the melody is on a C, that means that the harmony note would be an E. You could also go the 5th below that, which would be the G. And those 2 sound pretty good together too. However, if you're actually singing in the key of C and you sing a G below that, then all of a sudden it's like you've changed almost to kind of like a G sus chord. So in general, we're going to say that the C or the root or the melody is going to be on the bottom, and the harmony is going to be the third above that. So if I'm trying to harmonize that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the thirds above that and walk that up. and that's a harmony right there. And all of a sudden, it sounds like a completely different melody just by adding another voice on top of it and keeping them a major third apart. The fifths are something that you can start to add in when you've got a third voice in the mix and you're looking for that really very full Fleet Foxes choral harmonic kind of sound. Guys, that's going to do it for us today. I've got some wonderful videos on some ear training techniques that you can use in my complete guide to singing that you can check out. I'll make sure to link to it. But for right now, guys, this is definitely a 5-star performance. I love seeing these two together. They've got such great chemistry. And I also really like that Morissette and Darren are kind of like into this new world of fame together. And it's really cool to see two really great artists work like that together. Guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure that you smash that like button, comment with the next kind of video that you want to see me do, subscribe, and turn on notifications for this channel. And I'll catch you next time.